In this video, I'll guide you through how to fix the 502 bad gateway Cloudflare error when you're using Hostinger. If you're seeing this error on your website, don't worry, it's a common issue, and in many cases, it comes down to a mismatch in your SSL settings between Cloudflare and Hostinger. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know exactly what to check and how to configure things correctly so your site loads normally again. First, you'll want to log into your Cloudflare account and open the domain that's having the problem. Once you're on that domain's dashboard, look for the SSL TLS section in the main menu, click on SSL TLS and make sure you're on the overview page inside that section. This is where Cloudflare controls how it handles encryption between visitors, Cloudflare, and your hosting server. On the overview page, you'll see the SSL TLS encryption mode. This is the key setting that can cause or fix the 502 error when combined with how your Hostinger account is configured. The goal here is to match Cloudflare's SSL mode to what's actually available and active on your Hostinger hosting. Now, think about your Hostinger H panel. If you have an SSL certificate already installed and active there, such as the free SSL that Hostinger often provides, or a custom certificate you added, you want Cloudflare to use full strict mode. So back in Cloudflare, change the SSL TLS mode to full strict. Full strict means Cloudflare will connect to your Hostinger server over HTTPS and also verify that the certificate on the server is valid and trusted. This is the most secure option and usually the most stable when you do have a proper SSL certificate installed at Hostinger. Setting it to full strict in this case helps prevent a lot of strange errors, including some 5xx issues, because the encryption chain is consistent end to end. However, if you do not have any SSL certificate installed on Hostinger for that domain, you need to choose a different option in Cloudflare. In that situation, set the SSL TLS mode to flexible. Flexible tells Cloudflare to use HTTPS between the visitor and Cloudflare, but to connect to your Hostinger server over plain HTTP. This can be a temporary workaround if you're not ready to configure SSL on the hosting side yet. There is one very important warning here. If Cloudflare is set to flexible, but Hostinger is forcing HTTPS on the server side, you can create a redirect loop. What happens is Cloudflare tries to reach your site over HTTP, Hostinger forces it to HTTPS, Cloudflare then tries HTTPS, but still thinks it should use HTTP to the origin, and the process repeats. This loop can sometimes appear as a 502 bad gateway error, even though the underlying problem is the constant redirection. So as you change these settings, make sure they're consistent. If Hostinger has SSL and forces HTTPS, use full strict in Cloudflare. If Hostinger does not have SSL and does not force HTTPS, you can use flexible in Cloudflare, but know that the better long-term fix is to install an SSL certificate in Hostinger and then switch Cloudflare to full strict. After updating the SSL TLS mode in Cloudflare, give it a minute or two for the changes to propagate, then refresh your website in a new browser tab or an incognito window. If the SSL mode now matches your Hostinger configuration, the 502 bad gateway error should be resolved.